Imagine a world where extinct animals roam the earth again. Picture woolly mammoths traversing the frozen tundra. Imagine flocks of passenger pigeons darkening the skies. Envision Tasmanian tigers prowling the forests of Tasmania once more. The idea of bringing back creatures lost to time has long captivated our imaginations. Could this dream soon become a reality? Scientists are making remarkable strides in genetic engineering and ancient DNA research. This brings us closer than ever to resurrecting extinct species. The concept of de-extinction, once confined to science fiction, is now a topic of serious scientific discussion and exploration. The prospect of bringing back extinct animals raises profound questions. How would these creatures adapt to our world today? What are the ethical implications of bringing back species that have been gone for centuries? As we stand on the cusp of this scientific frontier, it is crucial to grapple with the potential benefits and risks of de-extinction. This essay explores the science behind bringing extinct animals back to life. It examines the ethical considerations and potential consequences. Ultimately, it seeks to answer the question, should we bring extinct animals back to life? Bringing back extinct animals is a complex endeavor. It requires a deep understanding of genetics, ancient DNA, and reproductive biology. Scientists are exploring several methods to achieve this ambitious goal, each with its own set of challenges and possibilities. One method is cloning. This technique involves extracting DNA from the preserved remains of an extinct animal and inserting it into the egg of a closely related living species. The egg, now containing the extinct animal's DNA, is then implanted into a surrogate mother. If successful, the surrogate would give birth to an animal genetically identical to the extinct species. Another promising approach is CRISPR gene editing. This revolutionary technology allows scientists to precisely target and modify specific genes within an organism's DNA. In the context of de-extinction, scientists could use CRISPR to edit the genome of a living species, introducing genes from an extinct relative. This would essentially rewrite the living species' DNA to resemble that of the extinct species. Finally, scientists are also exploring the possibility of hybridization. This method involves breeding closely related living species that possess desirable traits of the extinct species. By selectively breeding these hybrids over generations, scientists could potentially create animals that closely resemble the extinct species in appearance and behavior. Scientists are focusing their de-extinction efforts on iconic species. These species capture the public imagination and hold scientific value. The woolly mammoth, passenger pigeon, and Tasmanian tiger are prime candidates. Researchers use CRISPR to edit DNA, introducing traits like thick fur and cold tolerance. The passenger pigeon, once abundant, was driven to extinction by overhunting. Scientists extracted DNA to revive the species through cloning or gene editing. The Tasmanian tiger, a carnivorous marsupial, was hunted to extinction. Efforts are underway to sequence its genome and explore cloning feasibility. The prospect of bringing back extinct animals holds several potential benefits ranging from ecosystem restoration to advancements in genetic research. Advocates of de-extinction argue that it could help mitigate the biodiversity crisis and offer valuable scientific insights. One of the primary arguments in favor of de-extinction is its potential to restore damaged ecosystems. Reintroducing extinct species into their former habitats could help re-establish ecological balance and enhance biodiversity. For example, bringing back the woolly mammoth could help restore the mammoth steppe, a vast grassland ecosystem that once covered large parts of the northern hemisphere. Mammoths played a crucial role in maintaining this ecosystem by grazing on grasses and trampling shrubs. De-extinction could also provide valuable insights into evolution, genetics, and disease. By studying the genomes of extinct animals and comparing them to their living relatives, scientists can gain a deeper understanding of evolutionary processes. This knowledge could have applications in fields such as medicine and conservation biology. Furthermore, de-extinction could serve as a powerful tool for conservation education and public engagement. Bringing back charismatic extinct animals could raise awareness about the importance of biodiversity conservation and inspire action to protect endangered species. While the prospect of bringing back extinct animals is undeniably exciting, it also raises profound ethical considerations and potential risks. Critics of de-extinction argue that it is a form of technological hubris and could have unintended consequences for ecosystems and existing species. One of the most pressing ethical concerns is whether humans have the right to bring back species that have gone extinct, particularly if human actions were responsible for their demise. Some argue that de-extinction is an attempt to play God, and that we should focus on protecting existing species rather than trying to resurrect the past. Another major concern is the potential for ecological disruption. Introducing a resurrected species into an ecosystem could have unforeseen and potentially harmful consequences for existing species. The reintroduced species could outcompete native species for resources, disrupt food webs, or introduce diseases. There are also risks associated with the genetic techniques used in de-extinction. Cloning can result in genetic abnormalities, and CRISPR gene editing is not always precise. There is a risk of introducing unintended mutations into the genomes of resurrected animals, potentially leading to health problems or unforeseen ecological consequences. The potential consequences of de-extinction extend beyond the immediate impact on ecosystems and individual species. Reintroducing a long-extinct animal could trigger a cascade of unforeseen effects, rippling throughout the environment and society. This unpredictability stems from the complex web of interactions that govern our planet's ecosystems and the human world. For instance, the return of a large herbivore like the woolly mammoth could alter vegetation patterns, impacting other herbivores and the entire food chain. This could lead to unforeseen changes in plant and animal communities, potentially benefiting some species while harming others. Moreover, the reintroduction of extinct animals could have social and economic implications. It might spark debates about land use, as revived species might require dedicated habitats. This could lead to conflicts with existing land use practices, such as agriculture or urban development. Furthermore, the presence of revived species could impact tourism and recreation. The opportunity to witness a living woolly mammoth or a flock of passenger pigeons could attract visitors from around the globe, boosting local economies. However, it could also lead to challenges related to managing tourism and minimizing its environmental impact. The decision of whether or not to bring back extinct animals is not a simple one. It requires careful consideration of the potential benefits and risks, weighing the scientific advancements and ecological restoration possibilities against the ethical concerns and potential for unintended consequences. On one hand, de-extinction holds immense promise for scientific discovery, ecosystem restoration, and raising awareness about conservation. It offers a chance to right past wrongs by bringing back species driven to extinction by human actions, and to reintroduce keystone species that could help restore damaged ecosystems. On the other hand, the potential risks are significant. Reintroducing extinct species could have unpredictable and potentially harmful consequences for existing ecosystems, disrupting delicate balances and leading to new extinctions. The ethical implications of manipulating life and death and the possibility of diverting resources from existing conservation efforts are also important considerations. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to pursue de-extinction requires a nuanced and case-by-case approach. Each species and ecosystem must be evaluated individually, taking into account the specific risks and benefits involved. The future of de-extinction hinges on open and transparent dialogue between scientists, policymakers, ethicists, and the public. It is crucial to establish clear guidelines and regulations for de-extinction research and implementation, ensuring that it is conducted responsibly and ethically. Public engagement is vital in shaping the future of de-extinction. People need to be informed about the science, the potential benefits and risks, and the ethical considerations involved. Public opinion will play a crucial role in determining whether and how de-extinction proceeds. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to bring back extinct animals is not simply a scientific one. It is a societal decision that requires careful consideration of our values, our responsibilities, and our vision for the future of life on Earth. The prospect of bringing back extinct animals is both thrilling and daunting. It offers a glimpse into a future where we might be able to resurrect creatures lost to time, but it also forces us to confront profound ethical and ecological questions. As we stand on the cusp of this scientific frontier, we must proceed with caution, guided by a deep respect for the complexity of life and a commitment to responsible stewardship of our planet. The decision of whether or not to bring back extinct animals is not one we can afford to take lightly. It requires careful consideration of the potential benefits and risks, and a willingness to engage in open and honest dialogue about the ethical implications. Ultimately, the future of de-extinction and the fate of the species it seeks to revive rests in our hands. Let us hope we have the wisdom and compassion to make the right choices.